So we're here looking at the Leap. It's a 3D motion control device that allows for all 10 fingers to be used simultaneously. We're here going to get a live demonstration of the device and seeing how you can use it on your laptop. Alright, so let's see what we can do.
We usually start off with something simple, you know, just some simple drawing, and you can see it's fast, it's accurate, but not just in a sort of large way like this, but also in a very small way like this. So it's just a centimeter right here, and I'm drawing below than a centimeter quite easily. And of course, we can track multiple fingers, and if I move some fingers around in space and I pause it, you can see everything's in 3D. Sort of the 3D movements that my fingers are making in space. Like that. And of course we can see more than that. We can see the entire hand. So you can see there's all the very tiny motions of my fingertips are very easy to see. And of course I can like put my arm in there, and there's my arm, and you know, things like that. And other things are very easy to track as well. But in this case, there's an awful lot you could do with this. We just have something straightforward applications like a smartphone game, and you know, again, fast, accurate, but notice I don't actually have to move my hand at all. I can just sort of move my fingertip and cover the entire screen. So then you get the connectedness that you get with something with touch, but you have the efficiency of something like a mouse. And of course we can track multiple fingers, so we can do more complicated applications than that. So in this case, I'm pinched to zooming across the United States. I can sort of pass the map between multiple fingers. I can zoom in with 2 hands. I can pinch to zoom out because they have that good accuracy, so I can get that good pinch to zoom. And in this case, I'll zoom into New York and sort of down to Manhattan. I'm not totally sure where we are right now, but somewhere around here. Something like that. You know, that's pretty cool. And of course you can imagine things that are more complicated than that, because our tracking is of course in 3D. So in this situation, things that are normally different tasks, like, you know, rotate left, rotate right, tilt up, tilt down, zoom in, zoom out, those are normally, you know, different things. But of course with something like this, all of those things can just be sort of one motion. So here I'm, you know, zooming in while rotating, while changing angle, just sort of one act of my hand. And of course any application that's sort of made for things like touch can immediately just work with our software. We can basically create a touch input that will talk to touch programs and make them you know, think that I'm touching a screen even if I'm not. But for things like sort of smartphone type applications, or like Windows 8, this could be pretty cool because it gives you a very large ecosystem of things that you can interact with. And you can imagine crazier next generation applications where you're sort of reaching into a virtual space. Right. And you're able to sort of move things around and take another hand and spin it and do sort of really interesting, complicated, 3-dimensional types of things. I'm gonna try to move out a little bit. Where things are just sort of very visually complicated, and you know, if it's still, it doesn't really make any sense, but now I'm able to sort of move through it and rotate around it and do all sorts of really interesting sort of physical things to explore through it in ways that wouldn't really make sense with a mouse and keyboard. But it makes sense when I'm just sort of grabbing it and moving it around.